That show me money. All right, everybody. I think we're live. You know, I don't know how to use technology, but I'm so great at technology, though. We are live to talk about Juice Plus, and as not Juice Plus, sorry, Virgin Voyages. We was having a conversation about health and wellness a minute ago because allergies and stuff are kicking our butt. Because it's amazing how you go on a cruise and all of your ailments, your allergies, your sneezing, your coughing, they go on vacation too. And guess what happened? We came back, and they came back with us. So I wanted to go ahead and make sure that we're live on boom, we're live on Facebook. Guys, as you know, when you come in, make sure that you let us know where you are checking in from because we want to know where you're checking in from. So now, just so you know that what we're doing is we're talking about Virgin Voyages. And we just went sailing on a Virgin Voyages cruise, and a lot of people are talking about Virgin Voyages mainly because of the fact that it's an adults only cruise with amazing food. But for some of you who have not been on the ship yet, I am going to show you a video, and then me and my counterpart over there, Miss Michelle Lanier, who's also a travel professional, is actually going to join in. We're going to give you our perspectives from two different sides. So now I just want you to go ahead and where'd you go? Well, we know that it already sailed. There's an old video, but this is the video they actually have playing on the ship in a lot of the videos, the different places and everything. And you kind of get lost just standing there like, I've been there. Wait, where's that? Wait, I've been there. That's the kind of game you play
That's
when
what
you're
I was.
watching that kind of video. So when we got on the ship, we just sailed.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we got on the ship, it was January 16th, and we did a 5-day sailing to Riviera Maya, right? That was the name of the sailing, but we actually went to Cozumel and um, Playa del Carmen and their private island, Bimini Beach. Now, when I got on the ship, I sailed as a rock star, which is what the suite life is considered. And Michelle, what type of cabin did you have?
We had a sea terrace cabin that had a balcony, our private balcony, which was awesome.
Now, when as a rock star, one of the great things and benefits as a rock star was I was actually able to skip the line. So while they sat outside waiting to go inside to do their COVID test and everything, I said bye, and I walked straight into the building, and we was able to fill out the paperwork. Now, one of the things I did like that was the fact that they did not wait until you got inside to fill out your COVID paperwork. They actually had signs outside for you to fill out and get started with it, because there was a guy that I never actually told you this. There was a guy there who did not do that. So when he got all the way up to the top, he couldn't go nowhere because he had to fill out the paperwork and wait for the paperwork to actually show up in their system before he can go take the test. So she was like, come on over here and we're going to do your test while he finds his paperwork. I said, oh, more paperwork? He's like, yes, for the COVID. I said, oh, no, I did that. So he had to wait. Well, I got to pass him. But I found the COVID test was very quick to me. Didn't take that long.
Yeah, it was. It was very quick. The waiting outside
So
for it with the little scan and getting all that taken care of before you went in to take it. It was seamless. It really was.
yeah, I like the when I got up to the top, and by this point people were putting their bracelets on. So when we got up to the top, they knew exactly who we were because it was only rock stars coming in at first. So they had their own little area. And I just so you know, Virgin Voyages actual terminal is not finished yet. COVID happened and it slowed down. They're going to be done actually, I think they're the end of this month, to be honest, which I think that's what I saw. The end of this month is actually going to open up. So we were still using Norwegian's old terminal. So I was familiar with the terminal already because I've sailed Norwegian a lot. Check-in was the check-in I've ever had to get on a cruise ship ever. I literally walked up to the people, they scanned my little wristband, and they was like, let me see your wristband one more time. And I was like, okay. It's like, okay, go have a seat. I was like, no, no paperwork. I ain't had to pull nothing out. Like, we didn't have to have a conversation about nothing. Everything was done. Everything was done. Everything was techie. Now, what was it like on the other side?
It was the same. It was the same. Everything was uh so smooth. Um yeah, I'm ready to go again because I know there's some things that I missed being so ready to get on. But it was super duper smooth.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. And then while we were sitting there on the Rockstar side, we had like water and chips and granola bars. It was very simple. And I know it's because, it wasn't their turn, so they couldn't go all out like they wanted to. But it was really easy, really simple. And, while we waited, I could see the ship and the music was playing. We actually could hear the music. And we just assumed it was from the ship. We didn't know. We didn't care. We was just happy. And one of the good things about the Rockstar now, getting the COVID test. Getting the COVID test took about 30 minutes, but they didn't tell us how to expect it. I didn't know what I was looking for, but getting the COVID test results was pretty easy. You got an email, and if it said negative, and you knew when people got negative, you hear people say, negative, negative, I'm sailing, it's time to go. Everybody was excited.
Yeah.
And when we got boarded, we was able to actually board at about 1 o'clock, 1:30 ish. We started boarding early. You showed them the negative test because even though they had access, the people working the ship didn't have access to it. So we would show them the test and then walked on the ship, and it was fun.
Yep.
I had a blast walking in. It was nothing like I expect. Like I'm used to the ship saying, "Hey, how?" They walked on like the party was already started on the ship. And for
Yeah.
us, we walked in and went straight into the manor, and we went on the second floor of the manor, and that's where rock stars get to sit down. They get personalized help to set up the Wi-Fi. to schedule any of their shows, to meet their butler if their butler was available. My butler was already in my room looking for me, I was told. But everybody was there, and we got a glass of champagne rosé when we walked in, and I took a picture of that as well. And then they was like, "Oh, I said." So I looked around and I was like, "So what do I do now?" They was like, "Oh, you can go to your room." I said, "My room is ready." They was like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh." So I walked out and then I said, "Wait, where's my room?" I had no idea where I was going on the ship. But yeah, so how was it like when you boarded? What did you do?
It was cool. We were as we were waiting on our negative results, on our side it was more people jumping up saying thank you Jesus, because it was it would have been a little concerning had we gotten anything other than negative. So it was great. We all went in. We had to wait a little while because it was storming, which I can appreciate that, because you don't want to just let us on and it's storming and the deck is wet and everything. So it was pretty cool to sit and wait, and we were dry. But then once we got on, like you said, the party was already started. I mean, the customer service right out the gate was top notch.
Yeah, it definitely was. They had everybody out there, doing like just like any other cruise you get on. They have the spa people out there. They'll have like the fitness people. They'll have all the different people so you can start signing up for stuff. But because of the app that they had, and if you are a Rockstar, you did get access to sign up and register for certain things in advance. I was able to start registering us for different dinners and different shows, even though I did it halfway wrong, and my agent had to come back later on that night and help me. But it was just the whole idea of being VIP and having access to do all of that, because I scheduled my spa services, one for the day, one for like I think the next morning. I was like, yes, I'm ready. Let's go. By the way, where's the spa? One of the things with the spa here is the spa is actually in different places. So they have the spa with the thermal suite where you can go and get like your facials, your massages. But if you're doing your nails, your feet, your hair, it's in a different location. And then there's a medical spa that's in a different location. So I like the fact that things were not typical and all lumped into the same area, and it made you walk around to find stuff. I know when we got on the ship, the first thing I was like, after I found my room, was food. And we went to the galley. And I didn't know how to work it. And I was getting frustrated because I had to get to my nail appointment, and I'm sitting there like, okay, I just want some food. And I was just like, well, the guy there, I said, no, he left. I need something to eat now. So I got an appointment in 15 minutes. So I told her what I wanted, and she got me a sushi bento box. And I literally ate the box as I went to my pedicure shell. I was still eating my bento box right there looking at the ocean. But I love the galley. And I know what you like the most about the galley. I know what sandwich you liked.
Which one was it? Let me see.
That French toast.
Ooh, honey. I don't know what it is about cruise ships and their French toast, and I'm not even a big bread eater, but I gotta have French toast on the cruise ships, and they don't disappoint me. I mean, every single time it was good, and this one, the same. The I thought that it was gonna be a breakfast sandwich, because French toast burger. I'm thinking breakfast food. No, it was a whole cheeseburger on with the French toast. So yeah, that was pretty interesting to have, and to fill my belly right in time for the excursion that we did on that particular day. But I'm not gonna jump ahead. I'm gonna save that.
Yeah, what I liked about the galley was the fact that there was so many different foods, and the fact that you weren't up walking around looking for the food. They
Yeah.
had a couple of areas that was grab and go. Like the bento boxes were literally grab and go. You could
Mhm.
just get them and go. And then they had like the area in the morning, it was like breads and pastries. And then in the afternoon, it was this apple caramel cookie that was the bomb diggity. And they would just serve it directly to you. But I like the idea that there was so many different types. It was so much food that literally I didn't even get a chance to try everything. I didn't have time, and my stomach was never hungry enough to get everything because there's so much food on the ship. Let's talk about the food.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
just talk about the food.
Lots.
So there are so many different places to eat. There's ice cream. There is a gym and tonic place where you can get healthy smoothies and healthy drinks and detox drinks and healthy alcoholic detox drinks. I don't even know if that's real, but that's what they had. But hey, they had extra virgin. They had razzle dazzle, which was their vegan forward, which had the bacon. Let's pause. Pause for this bacon. I will get back on the ship to slowly eat this piece of bacon. Somebody call it the $1,000,000 bacon. Let me explain this bacon. Imagine bacon. I feel like I'm about to do a Star Trek. Imagine bacon that is baked and listen, and it has maple syrup on it with a little hint of spice, and it's not sticky, everybody. So it's a little bit candied, but not too candied. And when you bite into it, it would crunch, but then it would get soft, and then you was just happy. Like when we went to breakfast, the only thing we all ordered together was maple bacon. We said, "Can we get the bacon, please?" She goes, "How many?" I said, 6.
Yes.
Oh,
It was good.
one time
It
for
was
that bacon.
one time for the bacon.
That was some good bacon.
Yeah.
One time for the bacon. If you didn't like pork, you like pork after this. Let me explain that bacon. Oh Lord, the bacon was so good. Some people went back for breakfast to get that bacon. But what I loved about Razzle Dazzle, besides the fact that the place is like weird, it's like a ship. I mean, it's like a ship in a ship with the red and white, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we went, because I know Michelle went at a different time than I did. When I went, the waitress was walking around singing the music. The music in it was never boring in any restaurant. But she was in there just singing along and da 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 da. Like she took her order and was half singing at the same time. I was like, I'm too virgin, just having too much fun. Uh-oh, there it goes. But yeah, the Virgin Voyages, excuse me, Razzle Dazzle. I don't know what you had, Michelle, but I had the wild mushroom egg and cheese frittata with the bacon. And I had this green shot that was a lot of ginger. What did you eat?
I had it's almost like an American breakfast any place else where it was the usual eggs and the hash browns and things like that. But I mean, having the bacon in its own little container standing up in the middle with, yeah, it was pretty darn amazing. It's making
Yeah,
you
I
hungry.
love Razzle Dazzle. Yeah, I love me some Razzle Dazzle. And then what else is it? Extra Virgin. That was the first place we ate. And that's when
Yeah.
we first met up with, like, we really met up with everybody with the group because I was in a Rockstar suite. So I had a really big suite. So I think we met up there to go see, because I was in the back of the ship, the aft, and we was able to see other ships leave. We got a really cool photo off the balcony with Royal Caribbean in the back and Norwegian doing it as it was getting ready to set sail. I never noticed that until after I looked at the picture. That's a really cool photo. So we went out
Yeah.
to Extra Virgin. Now I'm not a Italian fan, not much of an Italian fan, but that oxtail pasta, I go back for that. Now understand, me
Yeah.
and Michelle both thought this was like oxtail and like pasta mixed together. We was gonna have the bone and we was gonna be killing it. And he brought this
Yes.
thing, and I was like, "This look like ravioli." I said, "Where the oxtail?" And then I bit into it, and I was like, "Oh, this is good."
It's
Oh, and they
good.
loved us in there. Oh, but wait, Michelle got to tell you about her pork face.
Yeah. So I was trying to be a little bit adventurous. I'm allergic to seafood, so a lot of things I can't necessarily eat. But they had pork cheek, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna try it, but I was like, "Hey, what the heck? I'm on vacation. How bad could it be?" Man, listen here. It was pork face after that. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I don't even remember what it was with, but it was good. It was, and you know what? The portions that they gave us, they were big portions. I mean, very generous with At all the restaurants that we went to, very generous with their portions. So I was pretty impressed with that.
Yeah, they had some really good food there. Everyone, and one of the things that they do there is they do you get appetizer, pasta, entree, and then dessert. Apparently, he only told half the table that because when he came to our side of it, he was one thing. He goes, "And what do you want for your pasta?" I was like, "Wait, we get pasta?" I was like, "Oh, let me look." And I was like, I didn't know, but everything. The steak was amazing. Oh, my dessert was amazing. I had whiskey cream gelato with a espresso cream on top and some white chocolate chips inside. So you know, guys, I was wired after that. I was wired. And then they started drinking this pistachio drink. I was like,
Oh
y'all have fun
yeah.
with that one.
It was a pistachio shot of something. He offered it and we tasted it, and he just kept coming back. So we kept taking them. Yeah, it was pretty interesting the
Yep.
rest of the evening.
I think y'all had
It
like
was
4 rounds of it.
I think we did too. Yeah. It was very good. They were very
Yeah.
nice.
One of the things I think I liked about all the restaurants was everybody got to step out of their food comfort zone. You
Mm-hmm.
know, between Extra Virgin, Razzle Dazzle, the Galley. Where else did we eat? I know
Gun
one
by
place we ate there
gun
twice
by.
actually. Gun by. Yo, Gun
That,
by was off
that,
the chain. Like, and I
that
talked
was
to another agent who went on the trip and he said that he loved Gun by. He was like, he had so much fun and it was so much food, he didn't know what to do. He said, I just kept
yeah,
eating because they kept printing it in front of me. So I just kept eating it.
yeah.
But for those of you that don't know, Gun Bai is a family style Korean barbecue. So if you do make a reservation for Gun Bai, they will seat you with other people if your table is not big enough. So generally they'll do 3 to 4 people. And we saw one of our stars when we went there for the second night with her husband, and she was sitting with somebody who apparently we didn't think she knew him. But that's one of the things they do tell you. They will seat you family side, but because it was like 10 of us most of the time, we were the family. And they knew us on the ship because we walked through the ship and they would call us the sorority girls, the ladies in blue. And they would see you individual. Where your sorors at? What they doing? I'm like, man, look, some of them asleep, some of them are sick, some of them I don't know. They're not in their room though, but I'm here.
Yeah.
But Gunbound was amazing. I don't even know how many courses that was. The twins just
Uh,
kept. They have twins that work there. We didn't know there was twins until the end of the first meal, and they got me because they was like, yeah, next time you're gonna have to sit in my section and not my twins. I'm like,
right.
y'all do look alike. I didn't know if it was that or the soju. Because
Right.
the soju game.
Oh,
We got good on the soju game the third time.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we
By the
did.
time we made it to pink agave. But let me tell you, the best thing I had at Gun By, and you never got a chance to try it because she would never cook it before the shrimp, was that marinated steak that she did.
Yes. I always miss that.
I got sick off of it, ate so much. And I told her to make it before the shrimp. She told me she was gonna cook everything before the shrimp, and I was like, okay. But the service was great in there. We didn't have. By the time we like tried one dish, it was a girl with another thing. So I'm like, here's some more. We're like, wait, okay.
Yeah.
And then the music. Let's talk about the music in Gun By. Let's talk about it.
Man, if we could have stayed there, well, we did. We kind of stayed there for, we were there a couple hours each night, I think, because we went there twice. The
Yeah, that's
music
2 hours.
was the best. I think it was like 90s hip hop. Um, yeah. When you can go in a
They went
place
back
like
to the
that,
70s because at one point it was the 70s.
yes, both
Mm-hmm.
nights, perfect music. It gone by. That has to be my favorite. That's got to be my favorite. All the other ones were
That was
good.
one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you look over and you see the waiters and waitresses or the crew dancing in the aisles.
Yeah.
They over there doing their little 2 steps and dancing. Like, yeah, we see you. We see you.
Yeah. It
But we
was
had a lot
good.
of fun there. Where else? Oh, my favorite brunch spot, the Wake. The Wake Eggs Benedict. Let me tell you, I ain't never had so much pork belly oh my God, it was so much pork belly on this shit. But the Wakes Eggs Benedict. Now, that, y'all that don't know me, I love Eggs Benedict. Whenever I go to any resort, any cruise, any place, that's the first thing I look for. I look for my Eggs Benedict. And they do
Yeah.
it with a fried piece of pork belly with the spinach and the hollandaise, but it ain't regular hollandaise because it's so much better. It put us all in the days. Like the whole table, I think, ordered that and French toast. That was like everybody's order. Oh, and steak and eggs. And then we shared the steak.
That was the last.
And like he
Was
tried
that
to take my plate. I was
was
mad at
that the
him.
last place we went to? The last
No, that was the
the
brunch place we went to.
okay, okay. See, there's
That
so
was a
many different
brunch.
places.
And the last, yeah, it was. Because not everybody went to every meal. Some people went to different things at different times. Because we had two girls who forgot we was on a vacation and kept going to work out. They did, what was it? A bungee workout or something.
They did bungee workout. They did yoga. They got their workout
They
on the
did
ship.
dodgeball too. No, she missed dodgeball. She missed
Yes.
dodgeball. But yeah, guys, they have dodgeball. Well, you got to dodge a ball on a ship. Yeah. But yeah,
I just
they was our workout crew. They was out there doing all the workouts. We worked out our bellies. Um, the ice cream was good. They had me and Michelle did a foodie thing, the food of the gods in the Grand.
food of the
And
god.
I loved it because we got to make pistachio macaroons, which I didn't get a chance to eat, but I took some amazing photos. And then we did Michelle's favorite.
My
What was your favorite on that ship?
avocado toast. I don't know
So we
why I
made
like
that.
that so much now, but
That
oh
was
my
actually
god,
pretty good.
it was good. I was impressed
No,
with
it was
myself.
good though. I didn't eat the bread, but I scraped everything off of it. And we had champagne, and we got to meet with the Virgin Voyages foodie, Nikki the foodie. We got to meet with, what was her name? I know her name on IG, but I can't remember her. I think her name was like Pip or something fun. But
The
no,
one that
Glow. She was Glow.
ice cream thing. I can't remember her name.
No, the ice cream girl was Pip with the pink hair, but Glow was the one who was doing the Instagram because I kept running into
Yes,
Glow
yes,
everywhere after that.
yeah.
Like she remembered me because she called me out at the pool, thought I was you. She's like, "Where's Michelle?" I was like, "I don't know. She went on the tour and never came back." But she remembered us.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things I liked about this crew is that they remembered who people were. I love the idea that when you check in and they check your wristband or whatever, your picture popped up. So they would know who
Yes.
you are by face.
Yes.
I love that aspect of it.
That was pretty
But that
cool.
was at the test kitchen. So I'm gonna let you talk about the grog walk because I didn't get to walk that well on that walk. My stomach hurt.
Uh that was was that the Tuesday night one or the Monday night one? I can't remember. The nights started to run together. But
I
the
think that was I think that was Tuesday night at Razzle Dazzle. We started at Razzle Dazzle.
started at Razzle Dazzle. They had us wear masks so that they could kind of keep. I think it's almost like herding cats. So to have masks on, they could easily pick us out of a group of anybody else. So to have our mask on, we went to 4 different restaurants, and each one had a specialty drink. So that was pretty cool. We learned a little bit about each restaurant also had a special dish or a special drink or something, where if we went back in there and asked for this particular thing, we were able to get it. So it was cool to find out some things that other people might not have necessarily found out about because they did not go on this grog walk with us. And it ended, I think some people in our group got cake pops. Actually, it wasn't even a pop. It was like a cake popsicle because it was just that big.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
yeah, that
it's
that was
huge.
that was a lot of fun too. Yeah, I still have my mask. Do you still have your mask? I don't know if I was supposed to take it, but I did.
No, she said we could keep it. She
Okay,
said
good.
we can keep it. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit it in my stuff without it possibly breaking, so I had to say
Oh,
goodbye to it in Miami. But I do have pictures of me with it.
right.
Um, I got pretzel. I had a
That's
pretzel, and I swear that was the best pretzel since New York. Because I didn't eat the outside because it wasn't salty enough for me, and I didn't have no mustard, and I didn't want the cheese sauce. So I was scooping the pretzel meat out, and I was like, y'all don't understand how good this pretzel is. I wasn't offering nobody to try it either. I told
no.
them where
You,
to go get
as a
one.
matter of fact,
They
you
weren't
didn't
going to eat my
offer.
pretzel.
You didn't offer
I
us
did
any of that.
offer.
No,
No, I
you said
didn't. No, that pretzel
we
was
looked at
good.
it
Then
and looked back and it was gone.
yeah, it was. It was. That's where we was at Loose Cannon, and we had that strawberry drink that was just really good. I'm gonna tell you now, that strawberry drink, whatever it was, and I'm glad I don't remember what it was because it was smooth. It was like strawberry juice. Y'all would have
It
been
was,
messed up. I think some people were messed up by the time we got to the casino.
yeah, it was four drinks and yeah, they were
And then I
shots,
think
but
some people got
then,
extra. Yeah, they were shots.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You know, I am my sister's keeper,
yeah.
so I didn't want to waste anything. So yeah,
Yeah, it was just so much. They had a shot class that we didn't do, but they have a shots for shot class. They had game nights. They had where you could actually take the games and bring them back to your room if you wanted to. They had so many things. One of the things I do like about this ship that makes it very different, and guys, you know, I've been on so many cruise ships. I've done Carnival, I've done Royal, I've done Norwegian, I've now done Virgin Voyages. One thing I can say that makes it different with the activities is not your typical activities. You know, somebody was like, "Where's bingo? We should have bingo every day." I said, "This ain't a bingo ship." I said, "The old biddies on this ship were having more fun than we were because it was these two old ladies on there, and they had their rollers and they had their carts, and they was zooming through the ship. We even saw them in Cozumel. They was like, beep beep, we coming through." I was like, "Go ahead, girl, get it." Everybody had fun on this ship, but the activities were so different. You know
mhm.
what I mean? They were meant to engage people. They were meant for you to get to know people. They was meant for you to have fun and eat food and ice cream and all this different stuff. But then we had to go to Cozumel. And
Ooh,
let's just say your girl over there, Michelle, had a little bit too much fun in Senior Frog.
I did. I did. I love me some Senior Frog. Everywhere I go, out of country, I go to a Senior Frog. And yeah, this one was good. This one was memorable. Um, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. It was memorable.
Yeah, they were hyping there, and I think they were just happy to see people because we were the only ship there. Because all the other ships were further docked down. They were further down. They were like so excited. And I think Jorge, that was my boy. Jorge, he
Yeah,
heard me no matter where I called his name from. He heard me.
he
He
did.
was working with somebody. I said, Jorge. He was like, "What you need?" I said, "I don't need nothing." But and we ended up meeting a lot of our group out there, and we had a lot of fun. You know, I've been to a lot of Senior Frog, so I know what to expect. But they was just like extra live at this Senior Frog, dancing
Yeah.
around, and you know, we did do some tequila shots before we got there because you know they have tequila tasting. And there was a couple of them were actually really good. I'm gonna tell you right now, when we learned a lot about tequila shots and stuff like that. Not all tequila is good tequila, and not
Nope.
all tequila should be flavored certain things. As we had a vanilla tequila, and I said, "Oh no, put it back. Let's like don't sell that no more." Like I literally walked away from the guy. He kept trying to give me more, and I said after that vanilla, I couldn't do it. But I did like the which one was it? The banana, because you didn't try banana. Coconut. I like the coconut was actually really good. It literally tasted like coconut. But you know, because when you get off
Yeah.
the ship, they have the shops and they try to get you to go shopping.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I act
Yeah.
like I don't speak English or Spanish and keep walking.
I like the because I'm not a coconut person, but the coconut tequila was so good that I bought the bottle. Um, and it was actually the last
Yes.
bottle. What I
Yes.
like about going there too is that as long they you can haggle to get some things. So I was able to haggle my big bottle of coconut tequila down considerably. So I was quite happy with that. One of the other things that I now know about tequila is if you can read the label in English, it's not real tequila. it's got to be in Mexican or Spanish. But it can't be in English at all. So I was like, oh, I feel like I know a little something now. Okay. But it was fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah, one of the things I know about tequila is that real tequila is like champagne. If it's not made in Tequila, Mexico, it's not real tequila. They
Yep.
just call it tequila.
Yep.
But we did a bar hop, bar crawl, and the first started out we drove to the first spot, and we went to one of the oldest bars there and had some beautiful views. Like the guy was really and I know they were getting mad at me. The guy was really trying to explain the tequila, really trying to explain all this historical stuff. And I kept saying, yeah, I'm gonna go over there because it's pretty. Like, I just wanted to sit at the bar and have a view of the ocean right there. Just call me when it was time for shots. It's like I just want to sit with this gentleman and just look at the water.
Yeah.
But I think I did like what, 3 shots there? I think
Yes.
we had like three different. They had no, they did regular tequila and then they did a mezcal shot.
That was in the first spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
3.
took some really good photos of it was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not counting the ones I kept giving y'all.
Nope.
Because I was hungry, y'all. And I was like, I'm not doing no shots without some real food. Because the food we ate earlier was gone.
It was gone by then.
It was gone. And it was way gone. And I was like, when we gonna eat? And he heard me. Because his name, so we okay, so his name tag said David, but we kept calling him David, and he responded. So that was his name for like 3 hours.
Yeah, he kept answering. He was
But
cool.
he was very informative. He was very educational, a lot of great information. That second spot we went to, we got to sit down, and I think y'all had like 4 tequilas and 2 beers. The beers, the second beer I didn't like. The first beer I could have dealt with, but the second beer was
yeah. That's the place they had the that also had the small tacos, right? That you made the octopus.
The tacos.
Was that an octopus
sandwich? Yeah, I made an octopus. Okay, so let me explain because y'all probably sitting there like, what is she talking about? So they gave us something to eat. They had to feed you because you were doing a lot of drinking on this tour, and they had to give you some food. One of the ones they gave us was had octopus on it and on this crispy piece of bread, right? And mama next to me didn't want to eat it. So I said, sure, I'll take this because I need some more. And I made me an octopus sandwich. I ate it. And everybody was looking at me. It's like, did you really make a sandwich? Yes, I did. Would you like one? And Miss Michelle over here talking about, oh, they gave me pork belly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We all tried to get more food out of them. Really did.
It was cool.
They had a lot of fun with the tour.
Because I had my seafood allergy. So they made sure that I was taken care of. They actually brought out a special taco for me, which I actually wanted more of the first one because that one was the pork belly with gravy on the little, that was so good. But they told me that I couldn't have any more of that because they had something special coming out while everybody else ate octopus. So and it was good. I really liked that place. I bought a bottle of tequila from there too.
Yep, we gave it to David to carry. So one of the things I did like about the fact that, for the tours and excursions that you do, they're not, you book them through Virgin, but they're not Virgin employees. They're actual locals who work with the tourist companies, and they actually do the tours for you and everything. The tour was really good, and we even had a chance to go shopping. I got me some ice cream. I was so happy. I came back and found them in the liquor store. I got some ice cream. I got some ice cream. I was super happy to get that cookie ice cream. I don't know why I was so happy to get this ice cream, but I was so super happy to get this ice cream. And then we went to the last place that gave us beautiful views of the water, and we had those 3 drinks. It was spicy, smoky, and painkiller. I don't remember much else except the first one had poblano, and this Michelle's over here. I don't taste nothing. It's not spicy. And then she drank mine. She goes, oh. And I said, yeah. I think mine's had a poblano like that was living in it for a couple of days. That's why I couldn't drink it. But all in all, it was a good time. And we was in a museum, and they had carnival outfits in there. And I actually went in there, and I went there with David, and he walked me through the museum and everything. And I took some pictures and stuff. But Cozumel was fun. And as Cozumel got dark, That's when people came out. That's when Cozumel changed a little bit. You know, more of the locals came out, and then more of the people who were coming from, because you could, at Cozumel, you could take a 30-minute water shuttle that'll take you to Playa del Carmen. And as we were walking back to the boat, thinking that the boat was closed, it wasn't.
It
We
wasn't.
saw all these people getting off the Playa del Carmen boat trying to figure out where they were supposed to be going. But no, we had a great time, and then we got off the ship. Excuse me, we got back on the ship, and then we went straight back to Gumbai.
Sure
We went
did.
straight back.
Mm.
Yeah, and they remembered us too. Because when I went up there first, well, y'all went to go put the bags down and do other stuff, and they was like, "Oh yeah, you was here yesterday." I said, "I know. Can we eat again?" They was
Yes.
like, "Sure." I said, "Wait, can we eat with the twins?" She's like, "He goes, yeah, I think we could do that." You know, we ate there again, and we had somebody who had not been there before, so she got to play the 369 game.
Yes.
We'll teach that to y'all later. Teach that to y'all later. Give you something to look forward to. One of the things I can also say, and I don't know about you, because like I was in Rockstar, so I had a way to communicate with my Rockstar agent and the Rockstar staff to get basically anything and everything we wanted. My Rockstar agent helped us all with our dinner reservations and gave us tips on when we should schedule for stuff. She was like, "Well, you know, you might want to move that up because of this, and this, and this, and you might want to do that." You know, she gave us new records to play. When we had the party, she set up the room for the party with extra glasses and juices and everything that we needed in the room. Because in Rockstar, alcohol is already included. So you have your own set of alcohol. And what I didn't do was, and I never really thought about it because I'm not as much of a drinker, I could have customized those bottles because I was looking at somebody else's. They had Jack Daniels up there. I could have switched it out for different types of liquor than what was up there.
Yeah.
But and I swear, like I would walk out my room and come back 10 minutes later, my room was clean. It was like my way. I had two housekeepers, and I would walk out, go to the 15th floor where the galley was. Remember, I didn't have my mask again. Had to go back downstairs to the 9th floor, and my room was clean. I was like,
They were like ninjas.
they were, but they were cool though.
Yeah.
My housekeepers were cool. I was having long conversations in the hallway with them about
Yeah.
life, cruising, and every conversation always ended with "We hope to see you soon. Go ahead and book." Because when I talked to her earlier today, she was like, "Can't wait to see you back on the ship again." I was like, "Don't worry, we booking."
Yes, we are.
So what did you like most about your balcony?
I actually loved the hammock. It wasn't like the normal way to sit in the hammock. You sat the other way. I don't know if you can really understand what I'm doing, but it looked difficult to get in. It looked a little intimidating at first, but it wasn't. Actually, I can't remember which day that was. It was, yeah, I can't remember which day, but I got in the hammock, had the throw cover that were super duper soft that they had in the cabins, and I went to sleep out on my balcony. It was enough movement of the ship that it didn't bother me. But oh man, that was a good, I'm pretty sure I only fell asleep for like 15 or 20 minutes, but it felt like longer than that. But yeah, that was the best part of the balcony. I won't ever go to a cabin that does not have a balcony. So yeah, I'm about to be bougie like that.
I am definitely bougie. You know, Yvette, it's time to go sail on the cruise. I got some stuff lined up. Definitely we can get y'all on there. I honestly, and this is going to sound really bad, because I had the large balcony, I had the hammock, and I was swinging in the hammock until my app told me my food was on the way. Because understand, when Virgin says your food is on the way, they're like 5 feet away from your door, and you need to be ready to open that door.
Pretty
So
much.
I was just swinging, but my favorite thing, and I took it. I took the body wash and the lotion. They have this thing called red flower. My flower was eucalyptus. I love taking a shower. I think I shower twice a day just so I could smell this eucalyptus. And then when I realized the lotion was eucalyptus, I was like, oh, we got to allow that on.
Yeah.
And they have every room category had different flowers. So not everyone had the same smell. And we finally found the convenience store all the way in the corner where they had the red flowers and all that stuff.
Did you?
Finally found it. They had the chips, they had the sodas, they had the medicine, they
What?
had the lube, they had the condoms, they had the eye care stuff, they had
Where?
all different types of stuff.
Where was?
Yes. Yes, it was in the
Where
cut
was?
in the corner, and we only, you know where it was next to? It was next to Extra Virgin in that little corner. We
Ah,
never would notice it. Yeah, we had a large group. Yvette wants to know if we had a large group on our sailing, and we did. We had about 10 ladies, excuse me, 9 ladies and a gentleman go
yes.
on the sailing, and it was really cool to have such a large group because we was able to move about as a group, but then we could do things separately, and we just kind of like met up at different places. But since we wore like we wore a lot of blue, so everybody knew who we were, and if you were in blue, they thought you was with us too. So it was really good. My room, I love the bed. The bed was super comfortable. Like I literally one night, I think it was the night we all passed out, and we was like, yeah, we're gonna go do, and
Nope.
that was it.
Yeah.
That bed was so comfortable. And like I
Was.
said, I've sailed a lot of cruise ship beds. That one, and it's a king size bed. Remember, I kept saying that bed looks huge. All the suites have king size beds.
And there's still a lot of room. It was still a lot of room in the suite. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool to know too.
Yeah. I found out later that all the suites have king size beds, and the rest of the cabins, except for insides, have more queen size than versus full. So their beds are a little bit bigger than than everything else. And as us
Mhm.
having a large party, when you book a group, if you book a group with a minimum of 10 reservations, they'll link all of your stuff together. So as we get close, as you get closer to your sailing, we can go in there and start making reservations for your group. You can start
Yeah.
making reservations for your group. And then you'll be able to see in the app where everybody may have, like, some people signed up for certain things and some of us didn't. But when we was looking at the schedule, we would see their little pictures and we
Yeah.
could see what they actually signed up for. And you can actually add people outside your group to the app, and you can see what they're doing as well.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of fun. There's so much to do on that ship that we missed so much. The pizza, I think I went there twice. Ryan said he said that the pizza shop came in clutch for him many a nights after drinking. But yeah, and I loved what I think, and I know Michelle can agree to this: eating pizza and sitting outside in a day bed looking at the ocean with a glass of whatever you want.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The views, of course, being on the ship, the views from every angle are just gorgeous. But one of my takeaways from it, I love me a sunrise and a sunset. I didn't see the sunrise because, well, I was just too comfortable in my bed. I missed every sunrise, but I did see the sunset. And the one time that I wasn't feeling too good, and I was on your balcony to see the sunset, I just remember laying, and I would feel like I needed to sit up a little bit to get a little air, and I'd open my eyes and I'm like, "Ooh, that's pretty." So I'd take pictures and I'd lay back down and I'd come back up and the sun was going down a little bit more and I'd be like, "Ooh, that's pretty." So I got me some good pictures. I'm pretty sure the day that I wasn't feeling too well is when we had our beverages and we were sitting in the sun.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, the
that's what
dock house.
and yes, yeah, it
Yeah,
was. I tried to go to sleep back there too, but um, it started to get a little too busy for me. Um, the great thing is that everybody had on their masks, unless they were totally outside. Um, but they reminded you in the app every so often
every day.
up and say something. Be sure to wear your mask. So it wasn't like you could forget that you needed to have on your mask. Everyone had on masks indoors. That app was just pretty cool.
Yeah. The app got you a lot of information. There
Hmm.
was so many different places that you could go to eat, to sit, to lay in a bed. Like at one point, me and Muriel were laying in the bed at the dock house inside while Eureka was sitting on the other side doing homework. And we just laying there. I'm writing my notes. She's reading a book until it was time for me to go to the class with you. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much. Like the next planned cruise day, like I know we're looking at New Year's Eve because all three of their ships are going to be out. The Valiant, the Scarlet, and the Resilient, all three ships are going to be up and running by the end of the year. and sailing out of two is sailing out of Miami, one is sailing out of San Juan. And then after that, we're planning one for very early January 24th. January 2024. But
Yes.
you can honestly book a cruise whenever you want. You just got to reach out to us and we could choose whatever dates. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you can book your cruise by the 15th of February, you're going to get an extra 20% off your entire cruise. And even though the deposits seem high, they're really not that high depending on the price of the actual sailing. So it's really not as high as it seems, but we have ways to help you save up for that deposit to get yourself there. But definitely, like for me, it's so hard not to do Rockstar because I was looking at one and I was like, balcony? I really want to do balcony? And I'm gonna tell you now, Rockstar on, I know for Scarlet and Valiant Lady, there's only 15 suites in the entire ship. That's it. 15 suites. And they go extremely fast.
Yes.
Extremely fast. But pricing is really good because there's no single sailor supplement. So like if it's just you in the cabin, they don't charge you double.
Right.
And let's talk about solo cabins real quick because Murray, one of our stars, had a solo ocean view cabin.
And it was
when we went to her room, I was like, you're not in the solo. This is a regular room.
Huge.
I went back and checked. She was still in the solo ocean view because I didn't believe it.
Yes.
Her room looked the same size as Michelle's balcony, except it was a little more narrower.
Yes.
But it was still plenty of space. We was like, nah, they upgraded you. Nah. But no, she was in a solo cabin. And it was like, honestly, the solo cabin would have fit a nice intimate couple together. They'd have been close, but they'd have been okay. No, I liked everything about it. You know, getting off and on the ship was pretty good. All of the customer service was amazing. Even when they didn't know what they was talking about, the guy telling me to dial 119 if there was an emergency. We're steadily looking at him like, dude, you mean 911? Let me go to another training. Let me go to another muster because I don't think that's right. But
the musters were super fast.
Yeah.
But you had to watch a video prior to going to the muster. And if you did not watch that, you did not attend a muster until you did.
Yes.
So I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, and if you started to watch it and tried to pause or go to another screen, you start all over again. It'll keep reminding you, excuse me, you didn't watch the video.
Yeah.
But the video was like a rock video with a little hip hop, with a little 1950s and 60s, and woo,
very entertaining. You could tell it was a Richard Branson show the entire time being on the ship. So, which was really cool. Yeah.
Everything was pretty cool. And even getting off the ship, like they let you schedule what time you want to get off. They keep Razzle Dazzle open. The wake was open. The galley was open. So I went to the wake to go get my eggs Benedict again. I'm sorry.
I got my French toast burger on the way out the door. That was perfect.
And then I went to the galley because I didn't have nothing else to do since I had the latest checkout time, and I went and sat with them in the galley. I thought I was going to get my cookie. They had my cookie. That apple caramel cookie.
They didn't have it.
You don't understand how good. Let me explain to you how good these cookies were. And they had a chocolate s'more cookie that I was literally walking by from the kitchen, from the bathroom to my bed. The cookie was on the plate. I would literally walk by and get a piece and then find a reason to get up to go get another piece. And I said, Tisha, why don't you just take the whole cookie? Because you don't need the whole cookie, Tisha. But then I just said, no, I'm just going to take the whole cookie. It was soft. It was tender. And even after it sat out all day and overnight, it was still soft. And I love a soft cookie. Mm-hmm. So I was mad I did not discover these cookies sooner. Yeah, I was.
It was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Let's talk about the when we got off the ship compared to others. How smooth was that? I was like, already we didn't have to stand in lines, and our luggage was already there waiting for us. The smoothest I'd ever gotten off of a ship before. I was thoroughly impressed from beginning to end. This was just a very impressive cruise.
And it did help that there was like less than 500 actual sailors on the ship, but we forgot about the main thing. Wait.
I'll be bigger than the ocean. I'm in the sunshine state of mind. I want this feeling forever. You are the summer of my life. Long days, hot nights, and moments of unity. Long days, hot nights, it's a world just for you and me. Long days, hot nights, and moments of unity. Long days, hot nights, it's a world just for you and me. I'm bigger than the ocean. I'm in the sunshine state of mind. I want this feeling forever. You are the summer of my life. I'm bigger than the ocean. I'm in the sunshine state of mind. I want this feeling forever. You are the summer of my life. Long days, hot nights.
Look, that was Club Bimini, their private island on Bimini Island, their resort club. Um, that place is gorgeous. It is luxury, 5 star. Got to get a cabana, whether you want beach cabana or if you want pool cabana. They got lagoon cabanas. They have Rockstar area. I was amazed at how clean and pristine that place looked.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah. Just looking at the video, I was like, oh my God, that was just that was a nice end to a perfect cruise.
yeah,
We actually a few of us went on um a tour of Bimini, um, which is in the Bahamas. And I'm a history buff. I love anything history. I love seeing the old buildings and hearing, history about things. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Got some wonderful shots with my little iPhone. It was, yeah, we got some. It was a good time. Okay, talk about that rum cake.
so I never actually got any rum cake
Ooh, I had
because
to.
the rum cake that was delivered to our cabana had been sitting out all day while we went to go, because I went off of the resort with one of my stars and her husband, and we went and got fresh conch salad and conch fritters. That's why I ran into Michelle when she was on her tour. So I never got a chance to get the rum cake, but I will talk about those beef ribs. Them
Ooh.
beef ribs that when you pushed it with the fork and everything just splattered and it fell, and it was
Mm,
just like,
it was good. And this was on the beach. This was at the beach. It was
yeah.
to have the food almost at the same quality as on the cruise ship. It was just, yeah, those.
And all of the food areas weren't even open because there's actually two food sides and they only had one open since it was such a small group. Because
Yeah.
where we were, there was actually a food place right behind us too, but it
Oh wow.
wasn't open.
Yeah,
It was, yeah, I had a good time walking around with my mule,
it was
a
good.
strong behind mule,
Yes, that was in the
the
that was,
cans, the craft house.
yeah.
They was like, yeah, it's strong. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me drink a little slower here.
It
I'm trying
was
my water.
it was very good. I think my new drink from the cruise was is the ginger. Wait, what is it called?
You had a ginger beer,
It was a mule, the
yeah,
Moscow with the ginger beer.
Moscow Mule.
Yes. Yeah, I had quite a few of those on the ship, and then at Bimini in the can. You couldn't beat that one.
Yeah. And then Richard Branson's rooftop, where Richard's rooftop, where it's a private area for rock stars only. The only way to get in is you got to have the black wristband to open the door to get in. Uh, it was beautiful out there. It wasn't a lot of people up there, which was kind of good when we went up there. That was kind of good for me. But that's when I gave her another ginger drink, because since she was loving ginger already, I just made her a ginger drink and got her another one. It was great views. Overall, the sailing was amazing, and we are definitely looking to go back again. We are going to try to see if we can fit one in at the end of this year. But you don't have to wait for us to go if you guys want to go. You know, like I said, 20% off all sailings right now up until I think the 15th of February. And you can book as far out as October 2023. And there is also the new sailing, the Valiant Lady is going to be sailing out of San Juan, Aruba, and some other places that I don't remember. And then they're adding more ports now that they're going to have more ships. They're going to have a little bit more ports that they're going to be switching up. They do Greece, they do the Mediterranean, they do Ibiza. They have a lot of different places. And what I also like about it is the fact that you can book really far out, and they do have a program that allows you to put yourself on a payment plan where your trip will be fully paid, and then you just have 12 straight months of payments. So even if this is something that you want to do that's coming up pretty quickly, there's something that we can offer you so you can go ahead, enjoy your cruise, and still have payments for up to 12 months. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to rebook. Michelle, I actually looked at the booking we were talking about, and using the little code that they gave us, because when you sail, they gave us future cruise credits, and it took almost $400 off the cruise. So yeah, I'll be booking that in the next couple of days and locking my space on that one. Yeah, but I think I know New Year's Eve is probably going to be super fun. Now, understand, guys, just so you know, because I know when I brought New Year's Eve trips and stuff like that, people's like, oh my God, the price is so high. It doesn't matter which ship you sail, from Carnival all the way to Holland America. Any sailings during a holiday time frame is going to be more expensive. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's is going to be more expensive. Even July 4th can be a little bit more pricey, because they know that's when they're going to get a whole lot of people. But it is so worth it. Me and Michelle did New Year's Eve on Norwegian in Cuba, and it's a totally different experience to be in a foreign country on a ship experiencing New Year's Eve and celebrating. Like I remember Cuba. I literally don't remember much, but I remember the cannons going off at the little army base, and I was like, who's shooting at us? Because I didn't understand what was going on. I was looking for fireworks. When I didn't see the lights show up, I was like, what is these booms? But anytime, and you must be 18 and over in order to get on the ship. It's not 21 and over. It's 18, because in the Caribbean, 18 is technically the legal age. That's their version of 21. So they'll 18 and over to get on the ship, and you'll never be bored on the ship. One of the things I can definitely say about our group is a lot of people got to rest and relax, and they never felt like they had to be anywhere. There were times we literally were all watching movies because we all compared which movie we was watching. So anything else you want to tell these people before we let them go? Can't hear you. I think she may have lost her sound. Yeah. Let's just say you need a book. You need a book now. This is great for our adults. This is great for older people, seniors, because we had a senior citizen on, even though you would not have thought that the way she acted. You had young folks on there. You had middle age. You had people you could tell were like off ship. They might have been a little stuffy, but not here. You know, it was all different types of people on this ship. So yeah, definitely. Let us know if this is something that you want to go ahead and experience, something that you want to go ahead and be a part of. Let us help you book your trip. Get your group together, get your girls together, get your guys together, get whoever together, and let's just get together and get on the ship. We are going to let you go. This is Tisha. This is Michelle. Hit us up to get some information, but we're going to go ahead and let you go. And have a good weekend, everybody. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.